Tom, could you pick up Michael from tutoring just for today?
What? I can't pick him up.
Please? There's an issue at work now and I can't leave yet.
I also have plans after work today with the department head. Can't get out of it. Besides, pickup is your job as his mother.
Please, could you do this for me just this once?
I told you I can't. Besides, Michael probably prefers you anyway, and I won't be leaving the office until around 6:30.
That's fine then. You'll be able to make it, because Michael finishes at 7.
Yeah, but I might have stuff with the department head after.
But I won't be able to make it by 7 when his tutoring ends, so I need you to go pick him up.
Just let him come home. He'll be fine on his own. He's in 9th grade already.
He has a lot to carry with his textbooks and workbooks, and plus, the finals are coming up.
You're being overprotective. Boys need to toughen up.
That's rich coming from someone who won't carry a single shopping bag.
I'm just trying to help out with your diet. Anyway, I just can't do it.
There have been reports of suspicious people in the area lately. Even boys aren't safe.
He'll be fine. Those creeps only target pretty-faced boys. No one would target Michael with his rough looks. Those types go after good-looking guys like me.
That's an awful thing to say about your own son.
I'm just being honest. He got his looks from your side of the family.
At least he got his brain from my side too.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Anyway, I'll try to work something out at the office.
See, if you could handle it yourself, why ask me in the first place? Besides, Michael's top of his class, right? He doesn't even need tutoring. He'll get into a good school on his own.
He's aiming for an elite school. The competition is fierce.
Really? Elite school? What for? Any decent university would do.
He has dreams, Tom. I suppose you wouldn't know how hard he's been working.
What are you trying to say?
When was the last time you even asked about his test scores?
I know he's doing fine. He takes after you, doesn't he?
He's been studying extra hard for the upcoming finals. Did you know that?
He's always studying. What else is new?
He's been staying up late, worrying about the entrance exams.
That's months away. He needs to relax.
The competition starts early. Other kids have been preparing since last year.
You're pushing him too hard. Let him be a kid.
I'm not pushing him. He's pushing himself. He wants to succeed.
At what cost? His childhood?
Rich coming from someone who's never home to see him either.
I work hard to provide for this family.
Provide what? An absent father?
Money pays the bills, Sarah. Your nagging doesn't.
Neither does your constant dismissal of his achievements.
I acknowledge his achievements.
When? Between meetings with the department head?
Don't start with that tone.
What tone would you prefer? The one you use when brushing off his school events?
Those events are a waste of time.
They're important to him, but you wouldn't know that.
I know enough. He's doing well without me, right?
You've never paid attention to our family. Never involved yourself in raising him. You know nothing about Michael. Some father you are. You even forget his birthday every year.
Of course I know his birthday. It's March 15th.
No, it's March 22nd.
That's close enough.
Not for a father.
Hey, I'm always busy with work every day and don't have the mental space for kids. I'm working hard for the family. Just the fact of that makes me a good father and husband.
And working hard doesn't excuse being emotionally absent. But even when you're not working, you make excuses to stay away from parenting.
I'm not emotionally absent. I'm just busy.
And you're saying that you're too busy to attend Michael's debate competition this week?
I told you, I have that department meeting.
It's on Saturday.
Weekend meetings happen.
Every weekend? Every time Michael has something important?
You're making it sound worse than it is, and I know you're just jealous of me because your career is going nowhere.
My career is fine. I just balance it with actually being there for our son.
Oh, here we go again with the guilt trips.
I just want you to understand that he needs his father to care.
I do care.
Prove it. Then try coming to his debate this week.
I just told you I can't.
Can't or won't.
The department head specifically requested this meeting.
The department head is more important than your son.
It's not that simple.
Actually, it is. You're choosing work over family.
This could mean a promotion.
And what does that mean for Michael?
More money for his education.
He'd rather have your attention than your money.
You don't understand workplace politics.
And you don't understand family dynamics.
Everything is my fault with you, isn't it? You always act like I'm some terrible father.
I wish you would be more caring and responsible. When was the last time you helped him with homework?
He doesn't need help. His grades are perfect.
That's not the point. He wants to share things with you.
He can share them with you. You're better at that stuff anyway. I'm doing you a favor by not interfering.
But he needs both parents.
He has both parents. I'm still here.
Are you? Because it feels like you checked out years ago.
I'm saying that I provide stability.
Financial stability isn't everything.
It's the most important thing. And besides, I'm not home because I don't feel comfortable there at home with you two. That's completely your fault.
What? How is it our fault?
You two always have conversations I can't follow. You always leave me out. That's why being home is boring to me.
We just talk about Michael's school and friends. If you participated in family conversations regularly, you'd be able to follow along.
See? There you go, blaming me again, always excluding me. You two are so passive-aggressive, you never intended to include me in conversations. I'm used to people being jealous of my looks and grades, but still.
You're not even trying. Try being less insecure and make an effort to join family conversations. You've just never been there. Never caring enough to try.
I'm trying right now by being honest about not being able to pick him up.
That's not trying. That's making excuses.
You know what? I don't need this. I have enough stress at work.
Right, because family is just stress to you.
That's not what I meant.
Then what did you actually mean?
I meant I'm tired of being criticized for everything I do.
Maybe if you actually did something.
You're really not letting this go, are you?
Should I? Like you let go of every responsibility except work?
Please, Sarah, this is enough.
And it's not just about Michael. You're neglecting your parents too. I go help at your parents' house occasionally. Your father's health isn't good lately.
If you're going, that's fine. I'm too in demand to waste time on my parents.
You really are cold toward family and only think about yourself. Maybe that's why you've lost your place at home. Don't be surprised if your family abandons you.
I'll abandon you first, this whole family.
Fine. Clearly talking to you was pointless. I won't rely on you from now on.
Good, I'm done with this conversation.
Who was that woman you were with earlier?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I saw you in town, holding hands with a young woman.
When? And where were you watching from?
I was stuck in traffic in a taxi when you two walked by. I was with my boss, so I couldn't get out to check, but you were being all lovey-dovey and even kissing in public.
Well, if you saw us, there's no point hiding it. I wasn't planning to anyway. She's my girlfriend. We've been dating for 2 years.
2 years? So that means all those late meetings?
Not all of them, but yeah, some.
And the networking events?
Look, what's done is done. I'm not gonna lie anymore.
How noble of you to finally be honest after being caught like this.
At least I'm being honest now. She makes me happy.
And we don't? Your family doesn't make you happy?
It's different with her. She understands me.
Understands what exactly? Your need to abandon your responsibilities?
See, this is exactly why I needed someone else. You're always judging me.
Because you're always doing things worthy of judgment.
You haven't made me happy in years.
And whose fault is that? You're never home.
Because you make it impossible to be there.
I make it impossible by asking you to be a father?
By constantly criticizing everything I do.
Like cheating on your family.
I didn't plan this.
No, you just let it happen for 2 years?
She makes me feel young again.
And we make you feel what? Old? Trapped?
You wouldn't understand.
Try me. Explain how you justify betraying your family.
It's not betrayal, it's finding happiness.
At the expense of your son's happiness.
He'll understand when he's older.
Understand what? That his father is a coward?
I'm not a coward. I'm being honest now.
After getting caught. How convenient.
I was gonna tell you eventually.
When? After another 2 years?
This isn't productive.
Neither is cheating on your family. But that didn't stop you.
Look, she listens without criticizing. She supports my dreams.
What dreams? Abandoning your family?
My career dreams. She thinks I could be department head someday.
And I suppose she's helping you network?
Don't be crude. This isn't about that.
Then what is it about?
Freedom! Feeling young again, not being tied down by responsibilities.
Those responsibilities are called your family, Tom.
You always make everything so heavy.
Marriage and parenthood are heavy responsibilities.
She makes everything lighter.
Of course she does. She doesn't have to deal with reality.
Our relationship is reality.
No, it's fantasy. This, your son, your marriage, your parents, this is reality.
I'm not some frivolous man. I truly love her. This is a serious relationship.
Do you hear yourself? You're a married father. Serious relationship? You have a child. Do you realize you're betraying your family?
Michael isn't a little kid anymore. He's a boy. If I explain, he'll understand.
You think he'd approve of your affair? Don't lump him in with you.
Ah, right. Unlike me, he's so serious. Such a stubborn kid, not free-spirited and sensitive like me.
You're such an idiot.
But you never know. He might understand better than you think. Young people are more open-minded.
Open-minded about betrayal? About lying? About abandoning family?
About following your heart. About being true to yourself.
Your version of being true to yourself seems to involve a lot of lying to others.
I didn't want to hurt anyone. That's why I kept it quiet.
Do you even hear how ridiculous that sounds?
I was trying to protect everyone's feelings.
By lying to everyone. How noble of you.
You're twisting everything I say.
No need to twist what's already twisted.
She makes me feel appreciated.
And what about appreciating your son's achievements?
That's different.
Yes, it requires actual effort on your part.
You never understand.
I understand perfectly. You found someone who doesn't challenge you to be better.
She challenges me in different ways.
To what? Perfect your lying skills?
She believes in me.
I believed in you too. Look how that turned out.
That's different. You stopped believing.
No, you stopped trying to be believable.
She doesn't make everything a battle.
Because she doesn't have to raise your child.
Michael's practically grown.
He's 14, Tom. He still needs his father.
He has you.
That's not how parenting works.
I'll still be in his life.
Like you are now, barely present.
I can do better.
When? After you abandon us?
I'm not abandoning anyone. I'm just choosing happiness.
At everyone else's expense.
You're impossible to talk to.
And you're impossible to trust.
I didn't want things to end like this.
How did you want them to end? With everyone blessing your affair?
I wanted understanding.
You wanted permission to be selfish.
That's not fair.
Neither is cheating on your family.
I need to think about my happiness too.
When did you ever think about anyone else's?
I've sacrificed a lot for this family.
Like what? Your integrity?
I work hard.
At destroying your marriage.
I'm not the only one at fault here.
Really? Did I force you to cheat?
You pushed me away.
By expecting you to be a father?
By never being satisfied.
Basic decency isn't a high bar, Tom.
Just say what you want. Just the words of people who've never been popular. I don't care if you don't approve. I'm just following my heart. I don't want to lie to myself like you people. Life's too short. I want to live how I want.
Even if it hurts your family, that's not being honest with yourself or free. It's being irresponsible.
Look, humans are just animals. What's wrong with living how I want?
Let me meet her.
She hasn't been feeling well lately. Meeting someone as rigid as you would just make her feel worse. I even took her to the hospital today.
So you're kind to her when she's sick, but you never cared when I was ill.
She's special. You're just a boring housewife I'm tired of. It's my turn for the doctor. We'll talk later.
Wait, don't just end the conversation. How selfish can you be?
Don't text me anymore today. I need to focus on her.
Focus on her? Like you focused on your family?
She needs me right now.
And we never did?
That's different. This is important.
Right, because nothing about your family was ever important enough. Tom, you're not planning to just not come home, are you? Answer me already.
I was just caught up in the moment. Couldn't be bothered with you. Your messages are such a mood killer when something good happens.
What are you so excited about? At a time when our family might be falling apart.
We just found out at the hospital. She's actually pregnant. So I'm divorcing you to marry her. Just get the divorce papers ready, and I need you to fill out your part first.
What? Are you sure? Is it really your child?
Of course! Her recent poor health was due to the pregnancy.
I see.
Why would you even ask such a thing? She's not like that.
Like what? Like someone who would date a married man?
That's different. We have a real connection.
Real enough to destroy 2 families?
2 families? What do you mean?
Your parents. Have you thought about how this will affect them?
They'll understand. They're my parents. Of course they want me to be happy.
Happy? You think they'll be happy their only son is abandoning his family?
Would you stop using that word? I'm not abandoning anyone.
What would you call it then?
I'm evolving, moving forward.
Moving forward from your responsibilities?
I'll still support Michael financially.
Because money is all that matters, right?
At least I'm being practical.
Practical would have been keeping your marriage vows.
You're just angry because I found someone younger.
I'm angry because you're destroying our family.
The family was already broken.
Yes, by your constant absence and now infidelity.
She needs me more than you do.
Because she's pregnant or because she's young?
Both. She can't support herself.
Of course not. And now you're her knight in shining armor?
At least she appreciates me.
She appreciates your wallet, more likely.
You don't know her.
I know her type. Young, part-time job, looking for security.
Stop it. She's genuine.
As genuine as your excuses for missing Michael's events.
This is different. This is about love.
And what about love for your son?
I can love both.
You barely show love for one.
I'll be a better father to this new child.
Really? What makes you think you'll do better this time?
I'll have more time.
More time? With your parents' situation?
What about my parents?
Nothing. You'll find out soon enough.
What's that supposed to mean?
Maybe you should visit them sometime, when you're not busy with your girlfriend.
They're fine. Mom would tell me if anything was wrong.
Would she? When was the last time you called them?
I've been busy.
Yes, busy betraying everyone who loves you.
You're being dramatic.
And you're being delusional.
Look, I want this divorce done quickly. She needs stability.
Of course she does. Pregnant and part-time work? Very convenient.
What are you implying?
Nothing. Just admiring your timing.
Just sign the papers when they come.
Don't worry, I'll sign them. But remember, karma comes around.
Is that a threat?
No, just an observation.
Anyway, I have a new life waiting, so divorce me cleanly. Get it done quickly. You all mean nothing to me now. I only love her and our unborn child.
Yes, I suppose divorce seems like our only option in this situation. Congratulations on the pregnancy. Please pass it on to her.
What? You're actually congratulating us?
Whatever the circumstances, you're taking responsibility. If you don't love us anymore, there's nothing we can do.
You get it! That's right, I'm a responsible man. She's young and has only worked part-time jobs, so she doesn't make much. But you have your own income and can raise Michael without me. She doesn't have that option.
Oh, really? That must be tough. A part-timer. How concerning.
Exactly, I want to protect her and our child.
I understand completely. If that's the case, we have to divorce. I'll step aside quietly. Be happy with her and your child.
You're being surprisingly reasonable about this.
What choice do I have? You've made your decision.
I'm glad you understand. This is best for everyone.
Yes, I'm sure it'll work out exactly as you imagine.
See, we can handle this like adults.
Of course, we're all adults here. Except maybe your girlfriend.
Don't start with that. She's mature for her age.
And what is her age exactly?
That's not important.
Young enough to be concerning, clearly.
She's old enough to know what she wants.
And what she wants is a married man with a family?
She wants me. That's all that matters.
Until she realizes what she's getting into.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I'm just hoping for happiness for you and your new family.
Michael, are you awake now? What? Dad, did something happen with Mom? She seemed weird earlier. That's what I need to talk about. You're not a child anymore, so I'll be direct with you. I'm divorcing your mother, and you'll be living with her. What? Really? Your father has a new family now. What do you mean, family? Dad, were you cheating? A new family? What's gonna happen to us? Your mother and I were done as a couple long ago. Try to understand. We have to separate for everyone's happiness. What are you saying? You can't divorce? What do you mean? Of course I can divorce. I'm gonna divorce and live with my new family, no matter what. Well, do what you want, but you probably won't be happy. That's ridiculous. Of course I'm gonna be happy with my new family. It's impossible, because, Dad, you'll be ruined without Mom. Ruined? What do you mean? Why would I be ruined? Stop saying nonsense. You really don't know anything, do you? I guess Mom hasn't told you yet. What's going on, Michael? What do you know? Not telling you was probably Mom's revenge. She's probably waiting for you to self-destruct. You know what happens to stupid people who cheat. What? What are you trying to say? My condolences, Dad. This is what happens when you cheat. You're such an idiot. Hey, watch how you talk to your parent. Oh, aren't you quitting being my parent? You're abandoning Mom and me for your new family, right? That's not what I meant. Really? Because that's exactly what you're doing. No, I'll still be your father. Like you've been my father until now, barely present. I've always been a good provider for the family. Is that all you think being a father is? Money? Don't you start too. Your mother's already given me enough grief. Maybe because she's right? Just tell me, what do you know? Explain to me so I can understand. You underestimated Mom way too much. I'd never make Mom angry. She's someone you absolutely shouldn't cross. Did your mother do something? Explain properly. Hey, Dad, you're not just neglecting Mom and me, but your parents too, right? Mom kept telling you, but you ignored and neglected them. If you're curious about what's happening with your parents, go check yourself. I bet you'll drop the divorce idea real quick. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You never visit them anymore, do you? Always too busy with your girlfriend. That's not... I mean, I've been meaning to visit. When was the last time you even called them? I don't need a lecture from my son. Clearly you do, since you're acting like a teenager yourself. Hey, watch your tone. Or what? You'll abandon me more than you already have? No, I'm not abandoning you. I'll still be your father. Really? Because you haven't been much of one so far. That's not true. I've provided for you. Money isn't everything, Dad. But I guess you'll learn that soon enough. What's that supposed to mean? Go visit Grandma and Grandpa. Then you'll understand. Stop being cryptic and just tell me! No, I think I'll let you figure this one out yourself. Consider it a learning experience. You sound just like your mother. Good. At least one of my parents has some sense. Sarah, let's call off the divorce.
Oh, what's wrong? Have you lost your mind? Yesterday you were so insistent about divorcing.
Well, I've actually changed my mind about that.
What are you saying? You didn't come home last night either. Probably at your mistress's place. You could have stayed away forever. It's fine, we can still divorce. I've already started looking for a new place.
Please, I really don't want a divorce.
What suddenly happened? Weren't you tired of me? I'm just your boring housewife, right?
No, I'm sorry, I was wrong. But Sarah, I need you. I mean...
I get it. You found out about the mess at your parents' house, and now you're changing your tune. I know exactly what you're thinking. Why don't you be honest?
Yeah, I just went to my parents' house. Last night, Michael said something that worried me about not knowing what was happening at home. That I'd be ruined if we divorced. I'm really sorry.
Quite shocking, isn't it? Who would have thought your parents would lose $300,000 in failed investments?
How could this happen? If only they told me sooner about this.
If you'd visited your parents regularly, you would have known. About their failed investments? They were too ashamed to tell me, their daughter-in-law. But when your father's health got worse and they needed care, they couldn't hide it anymore. I was just speechless when I heard about it.
And you've known all this time?
Of course I have. You practically did nothing. At least someone had to care about your parents.
Why didn't you tell me?
Would you have listened? Or would you have been too busy with your girlfriend?
This isn't about her. Leave her out of this.
But everything's been about her for 2 years, right? Now suddenly it's not?
Debt plus caregiving, it's impossible for me to handle all of this alone.
You don't have a choice. You're their only son. It's your duty. You'll have a young wife soon, live together with your parents, and take care of them.
But she's pregnant and we're expecting a baby. She can't handle caring for a newborn and my parents. And financially, my salary alone won't be enough.
So you're just crawling back to me, hoping I'll earn money and handle everything after going through all of this? Don't be ridiculous. I won't agree. I just narrowly avoided having to deal with your parents' care and debt. And thanks to your stupidity, I'm getting alimony from 2 people. These are perfect divorce conditions.
2 people? What do you mean?
Your parents' debt means they'll need financial support too. As their only son, that falls to you.
But my girlfriend!
Oh yeah, your pregnant girlfriend, the part-timer. I'm sure she'll be a great help with the bills under this condition.
Sarah, please, we can work this out.
Like you worked out your affair?
I know I messed up.
Messed up? You destroyed everything.
But I can fix this.
Some things just can't be fixed, Tom.
Well, then what do you want me to do?
I just want you to live with the consequences of your choices.
Please, think about Michael.
Huh? Now you're thinking about Michael? Where was this concern before?
I've always cared about him.
Well, you certainly have a funny way of showing it.
I can do better.
Yeah, right. It's too late to change, Tom. It meant something to me. I want to ask what it meant to you.
Sarah, please. Our marriage of 15
It
years
meant
has to
something to
mean
me.
something.
I want to ask what it meant to you.
Please cancel the divorce. I want to live with you and Michael again. Let's live together, the 3 of us. We can live at my parents' house. Even if Michael's high school is far, I'll drive him to school.
Oh, weren't you no longer interested in us?
I was wrong.
Yes, that was quite a mistake. But it's not one you can fix.
Please forgive me. I'm really sorry.
You must be so worried about your future life, but I can never forgive you. I'll just watch your life fall apart from a safe distance.
Wait, if we talk, I'm sure we can work this out. Let's just talk about this.
No, there's nothing to talk about. I'll let my lawyer handle everything from now on. Just so you know, I won't compromise on alimony or child support. If you have complaints, we can fight it out in court.
Wait, please! With my parents' debt, caregiving and child support is impossible! There's suddenly too much to handle. I don't know what to do.
You're just paying for your past actions. Work like a horse. This is what happens when you run away from responsibilities. Don't say you can't, just do it. Clean up your own mess.
Please, give me another chance.
Dedicate your life to your new family and parents to make up for neglecting your home. Give them your entire life, your responsibility to us, your abandoned parents, and the new family you created. This is the result of your choices. To repay the debt, his mother and my ex-husband worked day and night while the new wife handled childcare and caring for his bedridden father. However, the relationship between his mother and new wife was terrible. His father, though bedridden, never stopped complaining. On top of that, they had to take on more debt to pay the alimony for both myself and my son. After just a few months of this life, his new wife suddenly disappeared with their child. My ex-husband couldn't even spare the time to search for them, as he had to work around the clock to cover for his mother, who had quit her job to provide care. My son says he never wants to see his father again. It's fine to live according to your heart, but you shouldn't become a parent your child is ashamed of.